Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Hope is a waking dream. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon inertials. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. All men by nature desire to know. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Wise men speak when they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right, and not what is established. Through discipline comes freedom. Great men are always of a nature originally melancholy. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Youth is easily deceived. Becocete is quick to hope. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children, because they are more certain they are the rear own. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality. The strong pay no heed to either. If things do not turn out as we wish, we should wish for them as they turn out. The soul never thinks without a mental picture. Whatever lies within our power to do lies also within our power not to do. Memory is the scribe. of the soul. Time crumbles things. Everything grows old under the power of time and is forgotten through the lapse of time. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. Anyone who has no need of anybody but himself is either a beast or a god. Happiness belongs to the self-sufficient. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. These virtues are formed in man by his doing the actions. The good of man is a working of the soul in the way of excellence in a complete life. Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. If you would understand anything, observe its beginning and its development. We become brave by doing brave acts. Happiness is a quality of the soul, a function of one's material circumstances. Young people are in a condition like permanent intoxication, because life is sweet, and they are growing. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. A friend is a second self, so that our consciousness of a friend's existence makes us more fully conscious of our own existence. We give up leisure in order that we may have leisure, just as we go to war in order that we may have peace. It is simplicity that makes the uneducated more effective than the educated when addressing popular audiences.